Hello and welcome to another Premier League predictions video. I am here with Darren and Chris.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening, and good evening.
How are you, boys?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. Right, let's get into the results from last week then. Let me get them up on my phone. Nothing like preparation. Okay, first game. A game which I think we called out as being a potential dark horse for a good game, and it sort of was. It was a home.
I can't remember if we said that or whether it was.
I think I said this was going to be a good game, and it was a home win that I
Go on,
picked. Let's
lad.
go. That is the wrong colour. Okay, good
Started us
start.
strong last week, mate.
True. Now we've got a draw. Oh, hello. Ah, you boys gifted me that one. Who picked Burnley?
Me.
Interesting. I suppose they were winning
And I
at one point.
almost got it. I almost got it.
You did, mate. 90th minute. Oh, right. Fulham Brighton with a 92nd minute winner for Fulham. Took it away from Darren.
Sorry, Daz.
I know.
Man City Wolves. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say here, is there? We're just
You deserve minus points for this one. For the
Why?
sheer fact that because you went against the team you've been backing all
yes, because they
season.
were against Manchester City. In the same way that if this name said Arsenal, I would have gone for Arsenal.
Anyway, give me my point.
Ugh.
Bournemouth versus Liverpool.
Joke of a game.
It was super duper cool. Oh man. 95th minute, stolen away from me.
Chris is robbing points from everyone.
For God's sake. Right, Brentford versus Forest. Well, we know Chris hasn't won this because Forest smashed them.
Jesus Christ, where did that come from?
Palace versus
Well done, Dad.
Chelsea. This is please say I went for Chelsea. Thank you.
Flying this
Newcastle Villa, I think, was written down as a bit of a belter, but it probably wasn't the belter we thought it was going to be, right? It was
Newcastle
alright,
tired.
but Villa relatively comfortable on that one.
Yeah.
The Arsenal Man United is shock of the weekend the right? It's not necessarily the shock, but maybe it is the shock.
Yeah, it wasn't as expected.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, boy.
Week,
There's no way I've picked a draw here, though. There's just no chance I've picked a draw.
Look at him. Look.
Right, this was a draw last night, and it is Darren. Yeah, I didn't think I'd
finally got some points.
I'd take
Jamie this week.
Yeah, that's no. It's not nice, is it, mate? So what is it? 5, 2, and 3.
2. That's probably more than Jamie.
5, 2, and 3.
It's a bite to bite to, Daz.
Yeah, Daz, you're getting further away from him again, mate. You're getting closer to me now.
I'm still 12 points, Jamie.
It's not great. It's not great. Right, this week's games. Where is my spinny wheel?
Spin the wheel.
Darren, do you want to go first this week? That's the question.
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to go second, or would you rather go third?
About third.
I'll go last.
Okay, well, Chris is going first.
Moi.
Followed by...
I don't think Jamie's ever gone last.
Oh, he fixes it.
Oh, there you go, Daz. You get to go last. I've definitely gone last.
I don't think you have.
So, we'll go Chris, Jamie, Darren, CDJ. Not that one.
Pretty sure it'll be easier to type it sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. First game of the week. No lunchtime kickoffs for us this week. Thank you very much. Brighton versus Everton. Chris, you're up first. How would you like to start it?
How would you like to go? Bit of a toughie to start with. Everton away are a different beast to Everton at home. Big old injury to Grealish. He's out for a while now.
But Njai's back.
Njai's back. And Brighton, you never really know what Brighton you're going to get, but I think Brighton will bounce back.
So we're saying
Everton
home win.
away. Yeah, I'm going to take Brighton home win. I think they'll have too much for Everton. It's a bit of a mid-table clash, isn't it? So, yeah, we'll take Brighton home win over Everton.
I'm gonna take the draw. Everton for me is still lacking a striker, not a striker. Obviously, they've got lots of strikers, but a goal scorer.
Scored 4 out of 5 in it. Old Barry.
Yeah, but doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but I feel this has got a 0-0 written all over it. Darren, you get Everton, mate, in your normal anti-Liverpool ways.
Exactly. One of them's got a win at the weekend at some point.
They're doing good away from home, so it's not the worst, Chelsea, mate.
It's not terrible, is it? They could do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right, the next game may be slightly easier to predict for you, Darren. Wait, why is it CDJ? It shouldn't be CDJ. I did it wrong.
No, it shouldn't.
Messed
Oh,
I've
God
got one
dang.
job. One job. Jamie, you've got a slightly easier decision to make here. Leeds versus Arsenal.
Is it easier?
Are Arsenal faulting? I'm not. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's be honest. They're getting the Arsenal Man United game. It wasn't Man United were clearly better than Arsenal. It wasn't that Arsenal were clearly bad. It was that Arsenal wanted Man United to win for some reason, which is why they gave them a few opportunities of messing about at the back. If there's anything to Arteta, if there's anything to Arsenal's title charge, they fix that, right? They have a conversation between the senior players and they say, stop messing about at the back. We cannot beat ourselves. The only people that can stop Arsenal winning the title this year is Arsenal. So if they can just stop that, get back to scoring set piece goals, they'll be fine. So I will be going for an Arsenal win. Darren, are you going DCL hat trick this week?
No. DCL will get 1 goal. It's going to be a draw.
3 last week.
So you're
draw. Leeds are alright at home. They might be able to hold them off a little bit.
So you're almost hoping for a 0-0 here, right? Because Arsenal have got a really good defence, so Leeds scoring seems low.
Yeah.
So can Leeds hold out? And Chris is hoping for a snatch and grab.
I think they could win it. I think they're playing well at the minute. They're won 9 out of the last 10.
But if you could put a percentage on it,
James Justin, go on, JJ.
What percentage would you put on Leeds winning? Like genuinely winning? It's like less than 20, right?
Based on current form, I'd say 30%.
Brave, man, brave. Right, Wolves Bournemouth. This doesn't strike me as a fantastic game to watch, and I'm almost glad it's on at 3 o'clock. Darren, you're up first, mate. What would you like?
I'll have an away win, please. Bournemouth will have a little bit too much.
Bournemouth to continue their resurgence.
Yes.
The Stylians are more decent players, isn't they? So...
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how this Alex Toth fits in. He looks alright.
I think they've just signed another Brazilian winger, haven't they?
Oh, yes.
In the past couple of days. So.
Raya or something like that?
Yeah. Well, it's Semenyo replacement, but we'll see how he gets on.
Yeah. Chris, would you like home or draw?
I'll take the draw, please. I'll leave you with your beloved team.
Thank you very much. I'm not too unhappy about Wolves. Again, I know we sort of laugh at them and they've got a terrible points, but their form's turned around. Yeah, I think in their last 6, they've got like 1 win, 4 draws, and a loss against Man City. There are teams with worse form than that, right? So it could happen.
I can't remember how far down it goes. But I was listening to a podcast already the other day. No one in the top, it's something like the top 8 or top 10 has a positive win ratio this January or something like that.
That's outrageous. Chelsea West Ham, a nice little London derby because we don't get many of those during a season.
True.
First TV game, and Chris, you're up.
Chelsea, please. I think
Easy
they'll have
decision
too
in it, I
much.
think.
Yeah, I think West Ham will part the bus, and I think a strong Chelsea team under new leadership will do bits. Is
I
Cole Palmer still going to be there? I don't know.
He'll still be there this winter, but will he be there in the summer is the
Will he though?
question. Yeah,
Will he
no,
though?
no one's buying him in January.
There's rumours rumbling.
I
Rumours
don't.
are rumbling.
Why would he
But I
leave?
think
There's nowhere to go. I know Man United were linked with him. Why would he go to Man United when the only places Palmer plays is right wing and cam? Well, you're not going to get Bruno out of the team, and Mbeumo and Ahmad play on the right. So you're unlike they're just not going to spend money. And they've got Mount as a replacement for Bruno as well, who's on $250,000 a week. Unless they sell Bruno, they're not getting Palmer.
certainly gaining traction, but
If anything, it'll be in the summer. Bruno will go, and Palmer might come in. But I think this week is tough for Chelsea because they play Napoli on Wednesday. And that could be a really tough game because Napoli need to win. I believe Napoli are currently outside the playoff places. So they need to win this, which, does Liam go all out in midweek and then rest players? I don't know. I am going to take a draw.
They'll play a lesson. Yeah, I think they'll play a lesson team.
West Ham. I think I'll go West Ham here. But at Stamford Bridge, I'm going to go for the draw. I just worry that Chelsea will be a bit leggy, a bit inexperienced. They might not know how to cope with that, and we'll see what Liam these next few games is where Liam will earn his stripes.
Agreed.
Darren, you get a West Ham win, mate. Up the Hammers, right?
Up the Hammers. Snatch and grab 1-0. Let's go.
I really wish I didn't have this game.
Oh, I'm glad you've got this game.
Liverpool again.
I'm going to do this because it's pure bias. However, I was discussing this with my Newcastle fan friend at work, and he was sort of saying, "Oh, we're Newcastle, the world's falling apart, you're going to destroy us." And I was like, "No, Liverpool, our world is falling apart, and you're definitely going to beat us."
It could be an awful game.
If I remember correctly, it's the highest scoring fixture in Premier League history, right? Or it's certainly up there.
Yeah.
My worry with this is Liverpool have got one fit or one available centre back, which is Van Dijk, which isn't a bad one to have. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to have to put Endo or Gravenberch with him. He had a rough game. It's fair to admit. One game doesn't mean he's over the hill, but he had a bad game. And if you don't admit that, you're an idiot.
So an Endo VVD back line.
Just don't see. I will go for Liverpool, obviously, out of more hope than anything else. Darren, what would you like to go for?
Draw.
We're so biased. It's outstanding.
You can't bring yourself to do it, can you?
Now, what it is Chris, we wanted to give you Newcastle because obviously over Christmas there was that period.
Yeah, and your stepdad and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a big Toon fan. We watched the game on Sunday, which he wasn't happy about in the slightest.
I can't imagine
he
was.
So we did it for you, mate.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
But they've got their own problems. They can't score to save their lives at the minute.
Well, luckily they're against a team that can't defend.
It's either going to be 3-3 or 0-0 this game.
I'll take a draw. I would take a draw.
Just slot keepers, Joe. We keep saying
mate,
this every week.
We do say it every week, but we've got the game midweek against Karabakh. We're in a good position in the Champions League, and a draw is probably enough to keep us in the top 8. But if we draw against Karabakh, like at home, questions are going to be asked.
It'll be a bit of a toxic atmosphere.
I feel like almost every game for Slot now is, well, if he loses this, he's out. And it's such an unfair position for any manager to be in, and it must be horrible for him. I have sympathy for him. It's just painful to watch and experience. But we'll see what happens. Let's let the midweek games happen, and we'll see what happens in this game. Right, on to Sunday, Villa versus Brentford. Darren, you're up. Thoughts?
Yes, I am. I'm going to go for Villa. I think they're going to try and keep their top 4 hopes alive.
This is one of those games they have to win to keep it up, because this is a tough fixture. It's a
Because
tough
it's like
game.
slowly
Midfield, I like it.
closing in. They've got to try and keep
David Luiz, not David Luiz. Who's the Luiz up
Douglas.
there? Douglas Luiz re-signing apparently. Tammy Abraham re-signing. It's a
Well,
bit.
They've got no John McGinn, got no Yuri Tillemans. They got, I think, Anana's doubtful because he can barely play 2 games in a week.
So it's rough for him,
So-
yeah.
They're struggling in the mid.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Chris, where are you going?
Emery can work his magic. Brentford to bounce back after. Yeah, let's take Brentford. I'm going to take Brentford to bounce
You
back
love the
after their loss against
Oh,
Villa.
I was gonna go Brent. I genuinely was gonna go Brentford. I think
Keith Andrews is working some magic there.
he's
Igor
doing
Thiago's
bits.
playing for his Brazil place, arguably.
And Brentford
Um,
had chances in the last game that they didn't take. Keith Andrews said, "We've just got to be more clinical." Well, here's your
And
opportunity.
your old Capitan is doing bits.
He
So,
is.
up the
He
Brentford,
is.
up the bees.
Genuinely annoyed you've taken that because I really wanted it, but this is
Take
the
the draw, mate.
cliche. Maybe this is the cliched game where anything can happen. On to the next one. This is almost the first proper litmus test under Carrick's tenure, right? Because you go up against Man City,
Yes.
low expectations, whatever happens, happens. You go against Arsenal, whatever happens,
Insanely.
happens, low expectations. Beating those teams is brilliant. But if you then back it up losing or dropping points to a Fulham,
You're back to square one. It's exactly how they were before. They were playing well against the top teams, and then back to the boring.
so with that said,
Is it
Chris,
the Man United resurgence?
where are you going?
Potentially. I think I have to take the United win. I can't see Fulham winning at Old Trafford, and I genuinely think United are sort of cresting that wave at the minute with Carrick. Is it the Ollie part 2 potentially? But I don't know. I think they've gone with a manager who's not really got the experience, not the experience.
Well, he's not got the
backing.
CV or the credential
The
for
CV,
it,
that's what I
but
was looking for.
he
He's
is.
not got a CV, but he is a very calming influence on a very.
He's
a
clearly
very
knowledgeable, right? And he had a
crazy
good
sort of team.
experience at Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough loved him at least for a period of time. I think I mentioned it last week. I think you guys mentioned new manager bounce. I said I'm not sure it's a new manager bounce. I think it's just players being in a system that they're familiar with. And I think it's still that. I don't see it as a new manager bounce. I just see it as going, you know what, get Cobby on the pitch. He's got legs, he's got energy, let him burn it. You've put Bruno into
Bruno
a
is
more
a 10.
attacking player and
My
he can
God, who
do
thought he was a
more.
number 10?
Yeah, you know, if you just put players in positions that they like to play, you put Ahmad further up the pitch, he can do more damage.
Dorgu is a winger.
Now, so this is the problem though. Dorgu's now out for 10 weeks. And you said you don't think Fulham can win. I do think Fulham can win. Harry Wilson is in the form of his life.
He's doing all right.
And I think
70 million, by the way. What's that about?
what are you on about?
They slapped a 70 million price tag on Harry Wilson's head.
Because he's class and they don't want to lose him, but they'd never get
They
that
won't
for
give
him.
him, do they?
Yeah, they won't go, oh, we'll accept 30. They've got to price him out of a move.
Oh,
They will never get
yeah.
70 for him. They'll be lucky to get 50,
Make
but
me
he's
laugh.
class. No, I think they can, and I worry, as I said, I think this is the litmus test, and I think this will be the game where it's not necessarily an arrogance, but I wonder if a swagger will come through Man United. They've got a few players that kind of carry that swagger with them, that confidence, and if they're gonna
Harry
go,
Maguire doing bits.
we've just beat the top 2 teams. We're almost unstoppable now, and they almost need that reality check. And I think Fulham are a team that can offer it. So Harry Wilson to score the winner, and Darren, you get the draw.
I'm not mad about that.
No,
No.
That is probably the game I'll be watching at 2 o'clock as well on Sunday. Forest Palace. Darren, we've got the opportunity to do the funniest thing here.
I know what you're going to do.
Well, I want to go Palace, but everyone seems to want to leave Palace. The manager's having a go at everybody. Wharton wants to leave, and there's rumours that he could join Liverpool in January, which I just don't see happening at all, but I'd absolutely love it. Gay's gone. Mateta said he wants to leave and join Forest.
He's going to go have a look around anyway.
And why would Palace sell to Forest? They're just selling to a relegation rival. It reminds me of Newcastle when they bought Chris Wood from Burnley a few years ago. They didn't need or want Chris Wood, but he was scoring for Burnley, so just take him so that Burnley get relegated. It worked. Everything in my head is saying Palace, but I'm going Forest. Sorry, I really want Chris to pick Forest, but I'm going Forest. Forest at home. Sean Dyche at the helm. I just worry for Palace. I really worry for Palace. Daz.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Palace.
You're wrong, Jamie.
You're wrong. I'm going to prove you right.
Do you like why? Where does the Palace hope come from? Because I don't even know if Mateta's going to play. Yeah, but if Mateta's not playing, who just? It's just a mess.
You think about it.
You know what? That's totally fair. I can't clap back.
Out of a point there.
It's a fair point. Chris, you get the draw, mate. You're probably just happy that you don't have Forest.
Sort of. I'd rather have Palace.
But do you think Palace will win?
I think it'd probably be a draw. To be fair, I think Palace are, like you say, in a bit of turmoil between themselves, but still got some very good players that can win you a game. Forest, I don't really know where you're going to get with them, and they need to start scooping up some points so they don't get scooped into this relegation battle. So
Palace are going to find themselves there soon, I think. If not necessarily this week, but if
there'll be a few teams there. I think one of the teams next we could potentially get dragged into it.
Well, Spurs Man City, game of the day probably for Sunday. Darren, you are up first. I don't think I need to ask a question, but I will. What would you like? I thought you might go.
Very Spursy at the moment. Man City.
So you're
the one team that always beat Man City.
Not Liverpool.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs have a weird.
Daz, do you think Haaland's coming back? Is this like because he's on what, an 8-goal drought or something, or some? Is there some silly stat with no non-penalty goals or something for him in there? He got dropped in the last game. Well, he's not because he's still by far the top goal scorer in the Premier League. But you know, he can have a bad run because he scores 15 goals in the first 4 games of the season.
Yeah.
Man City are stalling a little bit, and they are. You can play through them. Man United showed it. Okay, last week Wolves didn't really show it, but I think Wolves did have a chance or two. The opportunities do come across. Chris, do you think Spurs can do it, or are you going to go for a draw?
I generally don't think Spurs can do it, but I'm going to pick Spurs because I don't know what they do against Man City or what brings the best out of them against them. But you said
you don't think they could do it. I was going to go Spurs here. This is another one you've literally stolen off of me.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about
See,
Spurs.
I think they can do it. I think they've got the players that can hold off, and I think that they've got the players. So I think Romero and Van der Ven are 2 of the top centre backs. I know they don't always show it. I think the team get let down in other positions.
Did you watch them against Burnley?
I know. I mean, they were the 2 goal scorers in my defence.
The top goal scorer is their centre back.
Yeah, exactly, and he's still playing. So who knows? But I will obviously take the draw. But I think this could be a really good game. I think it could be a basketball game.
Usually is.
This could be a basketball game. Man City will attack, and the count will be quick with Spurs. I think
if Spurs don't play a diamond at the back again, they'll be all right.
These are the games where Conor Gallagher is going to be worth his weight in gold, because against Man City you need that energy, that engine in the middle, which he'll offer. He might not offer the creativity or the passing, but this will be where his energy comes in. Last game, Monday Night Football. It doesn't excite me that much, if I'm honest, but it's Sunderland
Why
versus
not?
Burnley. Chris, what are you gonna go for? What can Burnley build off of their performance at Spurs? Can Sunderland
No.
build off of their loss at West Ham? Can they recover from their West Ham result?
Sunderland,
Because
please.
Sunderland were awful in that game, it's worth noting. West Ham was so much better than Sunderland, and that's not how this season's panned out.
No, Sunderland they play far better football.
And they're at
They're
home.
doing.
Agreed. And they're at home.
They're at home. They're still doing all right. They've got a few players back now, and I think they'll be able to turn a pretty poor Burnley team. They can't score.
Well, I'm going draw because there ain't no way on earth I'm picking Burnley. I'm not sure I'm going to pick Burnley at all this year. I may have already done that and look stupid, but I feel like I haven't picked Burnley to win. If I have, it's been against Wolves or Leeds. I just can't pick Burnley. I like Scott Parker. He's got a limited team. It's not necessarily entirely his fault, but sorry, Burnley. We'll go draw, and maybe this will just be Sunderland's poor form continues, and Burnley still don't have enough to do much more about it. Darren, you do get Burnley, I'm afraid.
Up to Burnley.
Hey, look at that. Same.
They've got no chance, but I will support them. Monday night, I'll be there watching the game. Say, "Come on, Burnley."
Right, what's the guarantees? Let's not. I don't think we need to
Oh.
dwell on that game any longer.
We go Man City.
I'm going Arsenal. There's no way I'm picking this as my guarantee. There's not a chance.
Do it.
Or this one as my guarantee. I'm absolutely going Arsenal. Chris, what's your guarantee? Chelsea, West Ham. Yeah, fair enough. And Daz, you went Man City as your guarantee. Interesting.
Well, whatever choice we have. Bournemouth. Oh.
I mean, Bournemouth against Wolves wouldn't have been a bad shout.
Yeah.
Villa Brentford wouldn't have been a bad shout. This might be the worst one that you've picked, to be honest.
Did you see how many points we got last week?
He's still in mourning.
Right, well, there you go, guys. There's our predictions. If you like the video, drop a subscribe, drop a like. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.